Good morning. It won't let me put the music at 1, so we're going to have it at this level. That's what I was trying to mess around with then. I don't know why it's being ridiculous again, but good morning. Oh, it's been one of those mornings I almost didn't stream today because I was just so frustrated. I'm trying to sort something out and it just can't sort it out, and it's driving me crazy and there's not much I can do about it. And it's really stressing me out. So I nearly didn't stream, but I was like, I haven't streamed all week yet because I've been busy getting injections and stuff. My arm is still sore, so we'll see how the knitting goes. And I was like, I'm just going to sit and knit anyway, at least stream for like an hour. We'll see how it goes. Good morning, Daniel. Hello. Still no face cam when I'm doing this because I haven't managed to find. Well, I found my other webcam. It's not the C920 like this one. It's my old one that I used to use for Creative Cam. I don't know which one it is, like the C something 60. I don't know. 560 maybe, something like that. So, but the cable isn't long enough for it to go through the back. So I need like a USB extension thing. Hi, Tiny Paws. Good morning. So yeah, apologies. I guess I can turn the music down here. It's weird because it doesn't change for me, so I'm not sure how loud it is. It's very strange. I can't turn it down in the chat bot anymore. It's only doing in multiples of 2 again. Oh, I got it to 1. Yes. There we go. I got it to 1. I don't know. That'll do for now. So we're going to do some more knitting today. I did finish the sock that I started ages ago. Obviously I have to knit the second one. But I got some... My boyfriend went to Cornwall over the weekend. That's why I haven't streamed Monday and Tuesday. Thank you, Daniel. It's probably too quiet now. That's why I haven't streamed Monday and Tuesday, because I've been hanging out with him because he was away all weekend. So, excuse me. So, yes, he brought me back a little present. One of them being this. It's so beautiful. I actually started this scarf and then I was like, I don't know if I want to do it in these colours. Like, maybe I could find something else to do with this. And now I've decided, after trying a couple of other yarns, I was like, no, we'll do it in this one. So, I've got this one. I've also got a brighter colour one, which is just gorgeous. And that one I'm probably just going to keep and look at. This one I kind of nearly wanted to keep and look at as well, but I figured I better make something with it. The scarf pattern that we're doing is actually the pattern that came with this. My little girl did some tidying up this morning. She thought she was being very helpful, but she was actually getting rid of everything I needed. Put those over there. Ooh. Why don't I have custom sub badges yet? They're on the way. They're on their way. They're being made very soon, if not already being made. They're coming. So this is a Sirdar colour wheel, and it comes with a pattern for a scarf, and this is the scarf. It looks very cozy. So the pattern for the scarf that comes with it is on the inside of the label, which is always nice. And I found quite a lot of these kind of cakes, I guess you'd call them, balls of yarn, whatever you want to say. A lot of them will have a little pattern on the inside of the label, so it's always worth checking, because it's always nice to kind of I'll write this down or type it up and print it out and keep it for other things should I need it. So this is what we're doing. We've got to do some cool yarn forward stuff, which is pretty cool, and it makes it all wavy and it looks pretty cool. So this ball is pretty good because it doesn't roll around like the other ones do, but sitting it like this, I need it to put it on the floor, so then it pulls from the top like that and it comes off really easily. Sat over here, it's going to be a bit of a pain, but it's fine. I also have my scissors should I need them. But how are you guys doing? How was your weekend? How has your week been? Apologies for not being able to stream on the weekend. I had planned to do some extra streams on Saturday and on Sunday, like I was going to do another kind of creative stream, and I was going to try and play Theme Hospital. Not Theme Hospital. 2 Point Hospital. it just didn't happen because I wasn't very well. My gallbladder is still playing up and we're still having issues with it, so unfortunately I couldn't, but I hope you guys had a great weekend anyway. So this is double knit, and these are my 4mm, I don't know if you can see that, the autofocus isn't on so it's not going to focus, my 4mm Knit Pro needles, which are like my favourites. I'll take that off for now. So we're just going to cast on 42. But yeah, hopefully you all had a lovely weekend. And yeah, what did you get up to? What did we do? Oh, it was just me and Goose. It was just me and Minnie. So we just had a nice weekend in, really. The weather was terrible, so we didn't get to go out, although we wanted to. I wanted to take her conker picking because she's never done like a conker fight or anything, so I wanted to teach her how to do that. And there's some really nice conker trees around here, but the weather was just awful, so we watched movies and kind of did a lot of painting and stuff instead, so that was nice. Morning, Snow! Throw that bladder in the bin. I wish they'd take it out. If it carries on anymore, I will be having an operation to have it removed, so that'll be fun. That'll be fun. My girlfriend has this weird thing when she crochets. It rolls up thingy into a ball instead of a little box thing. What do you mean, Tiny Paws? Rolls up. The only roll up kind of... I mean, there's ones that curl up when you do it on purpose, like this. Although that's not a brilliant curl, but it does like that. And then the only other time I've seen, like, if you make a flat piece, the only time I've seen it curl up is when you're doing Tunisian crochet. That's the only real time I've seen that. Maybe if your tension's not great, it might roll up, because if some of your stitches are loose, some of them are tight, it might make it curl. But if you've got a picture, I might be able to help. But oh, what? What, Snow? Oh, you're the one, Snow. Yeah, they'll have to take it out. So. Oh, okay. It reshapes the thread yarn to make it easy to unwind. Oh. Yeah, I've seen yarn winders where you can wind up like the bally balls. The balls aren't too bad in the UK. Like from what I've seen in America, a lot of the balls are center pull, so they don't roll around. In the UK, I mean, you can center pull them, but usually they have like a massive clump of yarn that you have to untangle before you can pull it from the center, which is really annoying. So I just pull from the outside and I'll stick it in like a basket. This basket's really good because it's got the holes in, so I can put the yarn in there. There's like bits of a Kinder Bueno in there and everything. So you put the ball in there, and then I thread the yarn through, so it's constantly pulling out of here, and then the ball can just kind of roll around in there as much as it wants. It doesn't roll off across the room. But these ones, these pull from the outside. I mean, you can pull these from the inside too, but again, you're going to pull it out and get a lot of, like, a big clump of yarn to pull out, and I like to pull those from the outside. And they don't roll around because they're stood up flat. They're not going to roll around. Hi Joseph, how are you? I don't know what you mean, Snow, when you say a what. Although if you're asking a what, you probably don't know what I was on about. Hang on, I've got a little knot here. I forgot about this yesterday. This is from when I unwound what I was doing yesterday. There's a little knot. I'm going to cut it out. Blam! Thank you for the host. Yeah, that's what she has. It's weird. Yeah, some of them are really cool. I saw an electric one. They're like, you don't have to turn it. It just does it. And it's like, looks like a lot of fun. Morning, Wolfman. How are you? How are you guys? You have a good weekend and a good first part of this week. I'm going to just get myself in a bit of a tangle here. There we go. How are you doing, Flam? Has been a long time no see. I didn't understand what you didn't do with the little one. Oh, I see. Okay. Whip my tail off. Oh well, I hope you got some time to relax, Wolfman. I hope you're finding time to relax. Tea breakfast too. I've had no breakfast and no tea because I can't. So, because of my gallbladder, I can't really have sugar. I can't have any fat, really. I can have a little bit because getting rid of it completely can also set it off. But I found that kind of dairy things set it off and really fatty things set it off. So I'm trying to like go through everything that I eat and drink normally to figure out what exactly is setting it off. So I haven't had a cup of tea in like 3 weeks. No, 2 weeks. Not a proper cup of tea. And I'm like, oh, all I've drank is water. And normally I will drink like glasses of milk and I just can't do it. So I've been having to have like tea with no sugar, which I only drink like 3 sips of and then I have to chuck it because I don't like it. I need sugar in it. And I just can't get on with sweeteners. They just don't do it for me. And then I'm having to, rather than having like 3 big meals kind of in the day, like breakfast and a lunch, I'm having to have like smaller meals more regularly. So I'm eating more often, but I'm eating less at a time. And it's a lot of salads and like chicken and proteins and stuff like that. So yeah, hopefully it's working so far. But a cup of tea and some toast for breakfast is like my dream, and I just can't have it, and it's making me sad. You're good. You're just about to eat too. What are you having, Flam? I'm good, thank you. I'm good. I'm good. Yes, no. So the conkers. So there are trees. I don't know. I guess are they conker trees? Fir trees? They end up they grow these like spiky balls. And then around this time of year, they drop off the tree and crack open, and inside are like shiny conkers. They're like this. I don't know if they're a seed, I guess. The seed of the tree. But and then basically people at school, you thread like some string or some yarn or a shoestring through it, and then 2 people at school would whack each other's conkers, and whoever's didn't break was the winner, and that would be the champion. And then you try and like beat everyone, and everybody had different ways of like preparing their conkers. Like some people had soaked them in vinegar, some people had baked them for a bit to try and make them harder. But by the time when I got to like year 6, I think, so when I was about 11, they kind of started banning them in schools because people were getting like, I don't know, people were getting hurt, I guess, but they should have been hitting the conkers, not each other. And they were worried like about bits of shards of conkers flying off at people, so they're not allowed to do it at school anymore. Yeah, Flam. I googled conkers. I didn't know the English name. Yeah, so they banned it in the schools. You're not allowed to do it anymore. So I wanted to take her and do it at home and show her, because she's got like, we collect them. Like she likes collecting pine cones and stuff, so we collect them. And I was like, oh, let's go and get some conkers. And she's like, what? So I was going to teach her how to do conker fights so she could take on her dad. Yeah, that's what I was going to do with her. I'm still going to do it. I got to go soon before all the good conkers are gone. But yeah, the weather was just terrible, and I wasn't very well, like I say. I spent most of the weekend on the sofa. I have like a little setup that I do when I'm in pain because it helps kind of relax me. I have like all the cushions onto one side of the sofa, and that's where I lay, and then I have my big fluffy blanket, and I'll get the fan down because it makes me feel really hot when I get in a lot of pain. I just feel really hot and sweaty and like faint, so I get the fan on. And then I have my ice water, and I just try my best not to die. It's a pain like I've never felt before. It's awful. I wouldn't wish it upon anyone. It's horrible. and then you have like, so that's like the initial gallbladder attack, and then it kind of stays around for like a week. It just kind of like dwindles in your back and along the front of your stomach just for a week. It's just like, well, I'm not going anywhere. It's horrible. But hopefully soon they'll take it out. And then we'll be good to go. Oh, and yesterday we went, we kind of went and looked at some stuff to get for the kitten. So we kind of know where a lot of the stuff that we're going to get is, you know, we know where we're going to get it from. Although some of it I'm going to have to maybe order online, but we ended up picking up a kind of like cat scratcher and bed thing because it was on a really good deal. It's so cute. And then I got some more pictures through yesterday. And he's so cute. Hang on, I'll show you. There's only a couple of weeks left, hopefully, before we can go and pick him up. So there he is. He's all snuggled. Oh, he's twisting around. No looping. There he is. That's so cutie. He's so cute. My sister said that he's getting very big and very fluffy, which is what I like. That's what I like to hear. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. 20. 21. 22. There we go. So I'll cut some of this off because I hate having a long bit. There we go. But yeah, I'm glad you guys had a good week. Oh. Yesterday, like I say, yesterday we went to town and got some cat stuffs. What did we do Monday? Nothing. I don't think we really did anything. My boyfriend is very excited for the new season of Fortnite coming out. It's actually my stepdaughter's birthday today. She's not with us. She's obviously at school and at her mum's, but it is her birthday, so we're going to have a bit of a birthday weekend for her. And she's also very excited. Well, she doesn't actually know. She was very excited for the season coming out. At the time, we didn't know when it was coming out, and then so she doesn't know that it's actually going to be out when she gets here, which will be a nice little, you know, she can sit up and play on it all night. Be a bit of a birthday surprise and treat. So yeah, that'll be cool. Oh, I need to make a cake. Or get a cake anyway. Oh no! Get on then. This is why I wasn't going to stream today, because I'm just like, I've had a bad morning. Well, half a morning. Fortnite. No. Fortnite. The next season comes out on Friday, I believe. That's what Boyf said anyway. It was meant to be out like Monday, I think, but they delayed it. So, yeah. Yeah, I don't really play it anymore. Well, I don't play it at all, to be fair. But it's something that they like playing together, so she's excited for that. Munching on toast. Don't worry, Snow, you enjoy your toast. Oh, I wish I had some toast. I'm sick of, like, my body's sick of drinking just plain water. I go to drink it and it's just like, oh, and I've always loved water, but I'm just like, I just need something that tastes different. So, ugh. I've been having like ham sandwiches and stuff and ham salads. I'm just like, I need something else. Tried other types of tea without sugar. I mean, I've got a lot of tea bags for different herbal teas and fruit teas, but to me, unless I leave them steeping for like half an hour, they just taste like hot water. They smell amazing, but they just taste like hot water, so I don't like them. I've got some sweeteners that I can use, but that's kind of like emergency. I've got 3 different kinds of sweeteners, and one of them before worked great. It tasted just like normal sugar, and it was brilliant. But for whatever reason, the pack that I have of it this time still has that weird like sweetener artificial taste in the tea, and I just don't like it. So I just kind of drink like I say, maybe 1/3 of a cup, half a cup, and then I just end up chucking it because I'm just like, this is gross. Gross. It's helping me lose weight though. That's for sure, which is a good thing. Because I went on a similar kind of low-fat diet before all this happened anyway. And so this just kind of means that I have no choice but to stick to my diet now. Unless I want to be in pain. Maybe you'd like sugarless Earl Grey. My boyfriend's dad, where he used to live, he only would have Earl Grey tea bags, not normal ones. I don't know how I feel about Earl Grey tea bags. I think they're a bit. I don't really like Earl Grey. I like Twinings tea. That's what I have. Twinings, just their everyday tea. That one's delish. Oh no! I think at the moment, what have we got now? We've just got a cheap one at the moment because we ran out. What I want to do, I might make some jelly. I've got some sugar-free jelly that's like, it's practically just water. So I need to make that up, and then I can just, I mean, it's not gonna satisfy my tea cravings, but it'll give me something that tastes a bit different to eat during the day. I'm just so used to like waking up. First thing I do, wake up, kind of get stuff ready whilst making a cup of tea and some toast for breakfast. We'll see. But when my pain's really bad, it gets to the point where I'm like too afraid to eat because I'm just worried that, like, because it's been happening for so long now, I kind of know what sets it off. But before, when I didn't know, I was just so scared that anything and everything had set it off. I was just like, fine, I just won't eat. And I was having like a slice of toast a day. So I'm trying not to do that. But now when I eat like a proper meal, I get a lot of pain because I'm just so like, I don't know what it is. It's like, I'm just way too full. It's weird. I don't know. It's not indigestion. It's just like, it's not even bloating. I get, maybe it's bloat. I don't know. This is too much information. You don't need to know this. Right. I think that's stew. So we need to do 5. Well, altogether 6 rows of just knit, so. It wasn't me. That was on the radio the other day, I was listening to it. I've been thinking about maybe having all my desktop volume come out through my speakers rather than my headphones, because the headphones give me headaches and I can't really wear my glasses with them because they make my glasses go funky because I have to have my headphones over one ear. So like, here's the solution. Put it through the speakers. Might do that. Or maybe have some music playing through the missus over there. I don't want to say her name because she'll start. Oh no, she's not plugged in. Alexa. Yeah, she's not in. Maybe play some music through Alexa. Or something like that. Just so I don't have to wear the headphones, because I can't wear in-ear, like earbud headphones or anything like that, because my ears are too small, they don't fit. Couldn't make toast. No, why? That sucks. So I'm not sure how long I'm going to be streaming for today. Probably not too long. Because I do want to go and get something to eat. Went to get some bread and Mr. Mould got in. Oh no, that sucks. The bread in my house I don't think ever has a chance to get mouldy. Especially at the moment, because my little girl goes through stages of eating. She'll have like cereal every day and then she'll have toast every day. And at the moment she's having toast every day. So usually like I have toast, my boyfriend has toast, and then she has toast. There's just no chance. Would get cereal, but there is none. No! You got like eggs and bacon or eggs and sausage? Do a mini fry up or something? Oh, that sounds good. Making me hungry. I might do a bacon sandwich for lunch. I cut off the fat off the bacon, obviously, and then just I fry it kind of dry in its own juices, I guess. Fat juices? I don't know. So then I'm not adding extra fat and I'm taking away a lot of the fat that's already on it. Either that or I'll have a ham salad sandwich. In fact, a ham salad sandwich sounds even better. No, the house is next to empty. I was planning on firing up the grill and making cheese on toast. Oh, I love cheese on toast. I love cheese. That's one of my crutches. Crutches? That's not the word I'm looking for. What's the word I'm looking for? It's not nemesis. Vices? I don't know the word I'm looking for, but anyway, cheese. Oh my god, I would have cheese on everything if I could. I love it, and because I'm trying to cut out a lot of dairy just in case it's that's setting everything off, I've had like no cheese for a couple of weeks, which is making me sad. Hello Celtic Hades, how are you? Good morning. So this will be row 5 and then we have just one more to do, and then we start the pattern, which is actually really simple, and we basically do the same 4 rows over and over again for the entirety of the ball of yarn until we get to a point where we've got kind of enough yarn to do this, so another like 6 rows of knit. That's what we want to finish on, so that we've kind of got the same edges. And then we also actually at the beginning and end of each row we do 3 knit, so then kind of has a bit of a border, because we're doing knit 2 together and then creating other stitches, we kind of end up with a almost wavy like fan effect, and the 2 sides of the middle kind of fan are quite lacy, so it's pretty cool. My mum tells me not to have a lot of cheese, otherwise a whole block would be gone in a day. Yeah, cheese can be expensive though as well. My favourite cheese is Cheshire cheese. I love Cheshire cheese. It's so good. Yeah, if I have like, oh, I need to get some potatoes. If I have a jacket potato or anything like that, I have so much cheese on it. It's so bad. It's so good. And I've tried to buy like lighter cheese before, you know, like the lighter fat stuff. But it always seems to have this weird like slime on it. I don't know, it's weird. It has this weird feeling to it. Don't like it. Kind of like goes all sweaty. I don't know what you'd call it. Yeah, it's weird. I don't like it. Cheese. Love it. What? How are you doing, Celtic? Or Celtic? Celtic? Apologies for butchering your name. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Stilton. I don't think I've ever had blue cheeses. The thought of a blue cheese puts me off. My mum loves it. She loves any kind of cheese like that. Like the stinkier the better. But just the thought of it being like, I know it's like injected mold or whatever, because I've seen them make Stilton on a program. But it just freaks me out. I'm not a big fan of like stinky cheese. I love cheddar. I love red Leicester, and Cheshire's my favourite. That's a delicious cheese. I just love it on a melted on a piece of bread, or well, it'll turn into toast. But melted on a piece of toast with some Worcestershire sauce. Ah, with a bit of Lea and Perrins. It's so good. It's like my favourite. All blue cheeses aren't stinky though. No, I know. I mean, just in general, she likes stinky cheese. But I just can't bear the thought of there being mould in it. That just, like, my next door neighbour, when I was younger, I'm talking like 7, 8, 9. And it is Celtic. Okay, awesome, thank you. Their like parents, if their cheese had a little bit of mould on it, they'd just cut it off and then continue eating the cheese. I just can't do that. I've had bad experiences with accidentally eating mouldy things, and I can't deal with it. A little tired, but well, thank you yourself. A lot of people aren't sure of the name. It's because it reminds me of the I don't want to say, is it not football? Is there a rugby team? Football team? Celtic something? Celtic? Maybe I'm just being dumb. Maybe I'm just being silly. But I'm doing good, thank you. Stressful morning, but I'm okay. I need some caffeine. Don't even think of the like artisan cheeses we have here. Oh god, no. Can't. Artisu? I want to say artisan, but I'm just adding letters to your words now. So artisu. Hello, Dada. Yeah, how are you? Yes, we're starting on the main bit of the pattern now. So this is kind of like the edging. And then we'll do a 3 knit on each side to kind of make the border, and it'll go all the way around. So we'll end up doing 1 knit row, 1 knit and purl row, but it's a purl with the border. Then we do the lacy row, then we do another knit row, and we just keep repeating those. So we'll see how we get on. And I reset my stitch marker so that I can count the 4 rows as 4. So after every 4th row, I will reset my stitch counter just so I can keep on top of where we are. I only speak English, so I have no idea what that says. I'm sorry. Oh, you're good. Okay, awesome. Glad to see you're good, and thank you for the follow. Another cheese I haven't had in a long time, cranberry cheese. Oh, that's the kind of stuff that my mum would like. Like, is there one with apricots in? I feel like there's one, you can get ones with like apricots in. I feel like. Dada, I have no idea. I only speak English and a tiny bit of German. Like the word strawberry. So I have no idea what that says, I'm sorry. Yeah, like an apricot-y cheese I feel like she's had before. That's right, the Scottish football team is spelled the same, but it said Celtic. That's it. I knew there was a team that was called Celtic. I thought I'd heard of it. Artisan is the word for artisan in the regional dialect. Ah! It's Russian. Oh, I have no idea. I'm so sorry. I thought so. Look at me. I'm not so much of an idiot, I guess. Do I make socks? I have made a sock. I made my first sock last week. I've never made one before. Oh, it's not Russian, it's Ukraine. It's Ukrainian? Is that what you would call it? I have made one sock. I finished it. The first sock I ever made, I finished yesterday. I wish I'd made socks a long time ago. Started making them a long time ago, sorry. Because I really enjoyed making it. Number 1, the boys break up. Number 2, that in a frenzied workman. Tiny paws, what on earth is that? I don't know what that means. Remember, you're talking to a Sam that's had no caffeine. Okay, so we are knitting 3 and then we're purling all the way to the last 3 and then we're knitting those because that is how we're creating the border. And you can't really tell what this looks like until you've done the repeat a couple of times. I found, like, I think kind of at least by the time you get to repeating it the second time, you can kind of see what the pattern's going to look like, but it definitely takes kind of till 3 or 4 to actually get the shape of what this is going to look like. So it's going to take a little bit. When you try to understand what a foreigner says, it's hard. I try. Half the time I can't even speak English, so I get all my words muddled up, so I do apologise. Between different languages and time zones and all that stuff, it just blows my mind. Oh. Oh, you're trying to Google Translate it. Oh, okay. Tiny paws, I see. I see. Yeah. I don't trust Google Translate because a lot of it is, some of the stuff with words is, what am I trying to say? So maybe it doesn't translate very well. Especially on there. So I'm always a bit like, I mean, it's probably good to get a gist of what the person's trying to say, but... Not brilliant. Right, there we go. That is the number 2. So now we are going to do a knit 3, so we knit 3, then we knit 2 together 3 times, so 1, 2, whoop, 3. Then we need to yarn forward and knit 1 6 times. So this creates the extra stitches that we've just got rid of. So the scarf's going to be the same length, the same width, sorry, all the way across, even though we are decreasing stitches. And then that's why we're going to increase them. So we go back as if we're going to purl, but we knit, and when we knit, this creates this extra loop here. So there we go, it's created that extra loop. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. So we're still at the same amount of stitches, even though we decreased, because we've increased. Although we've increased a little bit extra, because now we need to do knit 2 together 3 more times, and then we repeat it. So technically we knit 2 together 6 more times. Okay, that means donators. Cool. 1, and this gets easier as I go because I tend to start off knitting quite tight and then I get looser, so this gets easier in a bit. 2, come on, it's getting through that first one, it doesn't want to. Come on, give it up. There we go. 2. Oh, what are we? Nope, you threw the wrong bit. That bit. 1, 2, 3. 4. 5. 6. And then we do the 6 yarn forward knits again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What time is it? It's 10:35 a.m. here. 2, 4. Hang on, I've gone wrong. Oh no. I have a stitch left. How many have I done here? 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 4, 6. Why do I have one missing? Hang on. I should still have 42. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, Yeah, that gets rid of. I'm not sure what's gone wrong. I don't know whether to do it again or whether to. It's only one stitch and I can get rid of it. I can sort it. But I'm wondering whether to just... I must have started with a different number. Unless I've done it wrong down here. So we did 3. 2 together, 2 together, 2 together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I must have started with an extra stitch. Dang it. Right, it's only the beginning, so we're going to pretend that that didn't happen. Your babushka loves to knit. Oh, awesome. My grandma taught me a very long time ago. It's fun to watch, but don't know if I could ever understand how to knit. We'll pretend that that's 2 together. 1, 2, 3. I mean, it's going to be 1 smaller than the end. Is that going to make a big difference? Oh, it's stressing me out now. I mean, I learned how to knit when I was like 8. No, I was younger than that. I can't remember how old, but I was young. But I'm glad it's fun to watch. I'm sure you'd be able to understand it. It's just takes practice and time. I thought the same thing with crochet. It just took a long time. I mean, I started learning to crochet a while ago. And then I just stopped because I just could not do it. And then now look at, you know, all the different things that we can make. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Is this going to annoy me enough to warrant taking it out? I'm really annoyed with myself that I didn't just do it properly the first time in the first place. I mean, this will get blocked. So this yarn is 80% acrylic, 20% wool. So it's not, I don't normally use wool blends because some people can be allergic to them, but this scarf is going to be just for me, so it's fine. And I have had wool blends before. These gloves that I crocheted last year, these are a wool blend. This is like, I think this is a bit more than 20% wool. But yeah, these little fingerless gloves that I made, these are wool, and I wore those all winter, so I know that I'm not allergic. See, in crochet, missing 1 stitch makes a big difference because you get quite a step. But with knitting, I mean, let me look at the end. I don't think it's going to make too much of a difference. And it's right at the beginning. I'm going to say it's fine. So we've done row 3. No one's going to see this end of the scarf anyway. It's going to be under my coat. But I'm going to know it's there. Chat passive sum. I don't know what that means. What do you mean? So we just knit all the way across this row. It's fine. It's just one of those little things that, like, because I know it's there, it's going to bug me. So you just knit all the way across. No one will know if you don't tell them. Yeah, just no one watch the VOD. Shh. That's it now. You're all sworn to secrecy. No one can tell anyone. My scarf was off by 1. It's fine now. I fixed it. I do this in crochet a lot, where if I get to a certain point and I find something wrong, I'm just like, I am not going back. Especially if it's something for me, I'm like, no. I'll just fix it on the fly and we'll just deal with it. Which is fine when you're doing amigurumi usually, because you're working in rounds and it's, you know, got lots of stitches, so it's all good. I just don't want to pull this apart again. I've made the beginning of this scarf like 3 times because I couldn't decide what yarn to use. I don't want to do it again. I'm very, very excited for Halloween. very excited. And Christmas. I'm more excited for Christmas. Christmas is just, I just love it. I absolutely love it. And I've got so many different crafts for us well, that I'm going to try. I can't wait. There we go. Let's start it again. I craft with the philosophy that it's not handmade unless it has one mistake. Yes, exactly. That's what I should just say I live by. To be fair, if you looked at all the stuff that I made, you'd find at least one mistake in everything. And probably some of my hair. Because I have long hair and it likes to join my projects. Thankfully, obviously I make sure I take it out if it's a project for someone else. But yes, all of my projects have at least one mistake. That's how you know they're handmade. It's that one mistake is the little bit that's showing you the love that I've put into it. That's what it is. That's just the mark of the love that I've put into making it. We'll go with that. So by adding these stitches in, it makes quite nice loopy bits, which kind of looks like you've dropped a stitch, but you haven't. And the bits that we've done where we've knitted two together, which is a decrease to get rid of a stitch, pulls the yarn together. So you end up with a wavy kind of pattern thing going on. And it looks pretty flat at the bottom now, but when you once I've done the pattern a couple of times, even the bottom of like this bit that we've already crocheted, that we did crochet flat, starts looking wavy because it's being pulled by the other bits above it, and it looks pretty cool. I wasn't too sure whether I liked it to begin with, and I was umming and ahhing about whether to make this scarf or make a different kind of shawl or something, but yeah. We'll see. Why? Were you able to post a link? You shouldn't have been able to post a link. I'm not going to ban you, I'm just going to purge it. What if I do a timeout? Will that purge it? It just says timeout, it doesn't say a time. And I don't want to time you out forever. You shouldn't have been able to post a link. That's what I don't understand. Odd. Very odd. I've changed it now. How do I do a... Hang on, let me figure this out. Let me go on the chat thing. Aha! There we go. You're not banned, I'm just going to purge it so that people can't see it. Because you shouldn't have been able to post a link. And I'm not sure why you could. You can just put the name. If you're wanting to recommend somebody, just put the name in chat. I try and be very careful to... I mean, I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with the link. But I try and be very, very careful with what gets posted in the chat. Because obviously people are, you know, going to click on it. And I want to make sure that things are safe. So I'm sure there's, you know, I don't know. I didn't click on the link, but it's weird that it didn't purge you anyway. The bot should have. The bot's just having a doozy. If you put the name in, we can have a look at it. But only my subscribers are allowed to freely post links. No worries. So now we just repeat the pattern, basically. Perhaps the bot needs caffeine too. I think so. It was set to, I think it was set to regulars, which it shouldn't have been set on. Just because I wanted to change it because I've seen quite a few things in some of the Discords that kind of concerned me a bit. So I've been meaning to change it anyway, but it was set to regulars. But that's like people that have been here for like, I think I've got it set to like 15 hours or something like that. It's pretty high. It's very strange. Normally, it's like even people that have been here a long time get timed out by the bot for links. So the bot must just like them. I don't know. It just confused me. Very strange. And I hate purging myself because it deletes all your chat messages, and I hate doing that. But yeah, it should have done it itself. Weird. Anyway, I'll have a word with that. Because normally, like a mod will give out a permit to put a link, and then you're permitted to give a link, kind of thing. If they feel that it's something that's appropriate, I guess, or trustworthy. But yeah, and then usually subs are given a bit more leeway. Right, so we knit 3. We're on the crazy row again. So we're knitting 2 together. Let's see if it finishes at the end with the right amount this time. 1. It better. Otherwise I'm gonna have a bit of a knitting rage. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm also in October planning on doing so normally I listen to no copyright music because I upload the VODs onto YouTube, and if it has copyright music in it, Twitch mutes the VOD. So there's like big gaps of nothing when I upload it onto YouTube. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But I do like having good sing-alongs, so hopefully a couple of times in October, and definitely in December when it's Christmas, we'll be doing some with more sing-along songs. Oh, cool. Awesome. I'll have a look. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have a very varied taste in music, so. Yes, we got the right amount now. 1, 2, 3. Knit, knit, knit. Yes! So now already you can see a little bit along the bottom. It's starting to get that wave kind of thing going on. And here is the lacy hole bits. I'm trying to hold it over my hand so you can kind of see a bit better. This is the center part where you're stitching two together. So it kind of makes that little fan, and then you've got more holey bits over here. And that's what it'll be like all the way. It's hard to see on the picture on the ball, which is why I was umming and ahhing so much about whether I wanted to do it or not. Because it was either do this or start on the second sock. But I really wanted to get this done. And I'm so happy the sock fits. I did put a picture up on Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram, it's just @Sunforia. I put a picture up on there of the sock. Because I was meant to finish it off on stream, but then I just, I got sick and couldn't stream much. So I wanted to get it finished. And as I say, I have to make a second one anyway. So finishing one off stream didn't seem too bad, because I'm going to have to make a second one. And I'm glad I did, because it meant I could figure out kind of where you do the heel, because I was having to like detach and reattach yarn and put stuff on a stitch holder and all this stuff. Why is my thing going crazy? It does that every now and then. Kappagen just like suddenly just does an explosion of emotes, and I don't know why. It's meant to do that when there's like a follow or something. I swear, it's just all bought today. It's all broken. Although it does that every day. So who knows? How long have we been live? An hour. Probably going to go about another half an hour and then finish up for today, just because I'm starting to get a bit of a headache. Unfortunately, because I need something to drink and eat. Right, that is the 4. Oh, there we go. Maybe that's what it was for. It was preempting the follow. Celtic, thank you for the follow. So we do 3. And then we purl. I feel I'm gonna sneeze. Oh, I'm trying not to. I feel like I've put an extra row in. I knew I wasn't in the right mindset to knit today. I feel like I've put an extra row in somewhere. No? Maybe? I don't know. I can't tell because I don't know the pattern well enough. We shall see. I don't normally mess up this many times. Oh, no. See, I did it because I wasn't paying attention. Knit the last 3. 1, 2, 3. Right. I feel like I could. Was I meant to knit that one all the way across and I just purled it? Yes, I was. Fine. Fine. When I was doing it, I was like, I think I've put an extra row in because I should be on the other side when I'm doing the purl row. No, I'm just an idiot. Oh, it's just one of those days. I can feel it. It's going to be one of those days. Oh, now I need it. Ugh! Now I need a crochet hook. Dropped it. Ugh. But at least you can see now how the pattern's going to go. So this is just the bottom border, and then we're going to have a little border on the edges, and then it's going to have the wave. It's going to be pretty cool. So I need to go through there, pull up through there, and then goes on there. See, I learned how to pick up the stitches again, because I never used to be able to do that. It's a right pain in the butt. So this takes a little bit of time, but I mean, not even I can save this, so it's going to have to be taken off and redone. And it takes time. I'm going to have to do it 1 stitch at a time just to be sure, but it'll be worth it. I could just pull it all off and just go kind of gung-ho at it, but chances are I'll lose a stitch, and I don't really want to start again. Although at this point it's looking like I may as well. That's it, let go of it. Oh, getting a cold, like out of nowhere. You know what? I'm just going to pull these off because this is just annoying me now. I'm so impatient. This will be quicker. Now you need to go under there and then on. There we go. As long as I can catch them before they come off. Is that the stitch? That's it there. Then we'll be okay. That doesn't look right, because now there's a thread there. Gonna have to pull it all apart and start again. I'm never gonna get this scarf done ever. I just don't have a better way of like writing down which bloody which row I'm on. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Well, at least I can do the right amount this time. It only took me an hour to get to that point, so I haven't lost too much time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, oh, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Oh, oh the joy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. We'll get there. Eventually. Okay, so go over there. I just need to knit again. If I'd have just carried, like the first time I started making this last night, if I'd have just carried on from there, I'd have like half a scarf done now. But no, I had to second guess myself, and now it's just like, well, I'm gonna mess with your mind because you didn't want to make me the first time, and that hurt my feelings. But I would rather pull it out and start again than, like, I couldn't fix that. There was no fixing that, really. I'd always have a knit row there, and it'd be very obvious because of the way the stitches lay. It would be, if I'd have just kind of knitted another row and then purled that one, it would have been very, very obvious. And I can deal with a minor issue, a minor mistake, but a mistake like that is just too much, and it gets to the point where I just think I'm just going to rip it out and start again, because that's going to be the best idea. By the time I finish doing this pattern, I'm going to be like freaking, I'm going to be able to do it in my sleep because I've done it so many times. Going to be whipping them up in like 2 hours. Do. Kind of just mindlessly doing this now. I'm a lot better at not messing up crochet. I mean, technically I've been knitting longer, but I've crocheted a lot more than I've knitted. So trying to talk and knit at the same time, especially with a pattern like this, it's not like, it's a repeating one. It's not just like a lot of the amigurumis where it's just, you know, you have like 1 to 21, so whatever you think your row counter says, that's exactly what you're on. This one's a bit more tricky to figure out. So I'm at the stage at the moment where I'm not very good at multitasking whilst knitting and knowing what's going on and what I'm doing, I find. I need a better system of writing down what I'm doing, but I don't want to stop after every row and like make a mark against what I'm doing or whatever. That's why I thought the row counter going to 4 would be the better idea, but maybe not. I think I caught it, although that time was just me being stupid. I knew I should have done a knit row. I just wasn't even paying any attention to what I was doing. Problem is, if you watch back, I probably did knit half the row. And then I know what I'm like. And then halfway through just changed to purls and was like, yep, that's what I need to do. No! Don't you dare make me start that again. Thank you. So it is only going to be a short stream today. I'm probably going to finish in like 10 minutes. I just wanted to make sure that I did a stream because obviously tomorrow is my day off. I'm on the course thing, and I didn't get to stream Monday, Tuesday, and I didn't get to stream over the weekend like I planned to. So I just wanted to I miss streaming, so I wanted to make sure that I got at least a little stream in today. And I want to go and chill out and get something to eat. So that's my plan for the rest of the day. Hopefully you guys have got nice rest of the days planned. Can't believe it's Wednesday already. It's gone so fast. It also hurts my arm because of my flu jab that I got. Normally I'm fine after injections. Like, I got a little letter. I didn't read it till after. I got a little thing that was like, this might happen to you. And my arm the next day was like, Tuesday was so sore. I couldn't raise it very far above my head. It hurt when anyone went near it, and then it started getting itchy. So I thought, oh, I'll look at that form and see, you know, what some of the side effects could be, just to make sure that they were normal side effects. And they were like, yep, that's like the first top 3 on the list. Were like, your arm will be sore, blah 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 blah. It might get hard around the injection site, which it is. I was like, ugh. So I just got to deal with it. It's eased off a bit today, but it's still hurting. It's weird because the flu jab's never done that to me before. It's definitely strange. Cross stitching and trying to stay awake is my day. What are you cross stitching? I got a Christmas, 2 Christmas ones actually to do in December, which I'm looking forward to, and I've got a unicorn one that I don't know when I'm going to do that. Maybe in November, because I don't really have anything for November. My birthday's in November, but I don't really have, because, like, you know, October's Halloween month kind of thing, and then December's Christmas, so maybe November I'll do the unicorn one. Lego Batman! Oh, that's so cool. Well, good luck. Hopefully, I hope it's going well. I talk about this a lot, but there's so many different crafts that I want to try all the time. I just don't have the time to do everything, or the space, or the money. Not too long ago I bought a load of threads to make cross stitches, like kind of make my own ones, like either, you know, rather than a kit is what I'm trying to say. That's what I mean, rather than a kit. And I'm just like, oh, I just don't have the time. It's like now I'm doing a lot of knitting, but there's also stuff I need to crochet, like I've got to finish crocheting a unicorn, and I've got to finish doing this and that, and I'm like, I just don't have the time. I don't have the time to do any of this. And then I wanted to start doing hammer beads. I don't have any room for all the hammer bead stuff, so I bought a hammer bead kit. That was pretty cool. I have to get another one of those. Having trouble with finding places to put everything at the minute, because for those that don't know, in like 4 weeks time, we're getting a kitten. So I'm frantically trying to find storage solutions for all of my yarn. Yes, that's been fun. And trying to fix my printer. So I have a printer still. So I have like a bit of a office thing set up. This is my boyfriend's computer. I have my computer over there. I kind of set up like a bit of an office space for myself. And I have my old printer from when I was at uni. And for some reason, it just will not pick up the black ink cartridge. It says it's empty when it isn't. I put fresh ones in, and I put 2 fresh ones in. I just won't pick them up, and apparently it's like a known thing with the printer I've got, which is great, because I didn't want to buy another one. There's nothing wrong with that one apart from that, because when I first started it up, it didn't pick up that the magenta was in either, but it picks up the magenta now. Just won't pick up the black. It's driving me nuts. So I got stuff to do. Some of the yarn and stuff, like the projects that I've got a drawer full of projects that I've finished. And I want to get them sold, but I want to be able to print stuff off, and it's like, I made myself do a cross stitch for each family member this year. It's actually the last one I have to do. Oh, that's awesome. That's lovely. Most of my projects are for friends and family. I've got a load of stockings to make, which actually I think I'm going to do on stream. I made some last year, but now like my mum and everyone wants one, so I've got to make everybody stockings, which should be pretty fun. But they always tend to get at least something crocheted, or this year it'll be knitted. The other years I haven't really knitted before. This year I've kind of got back into knitting, so yeah, they always get something a bit crafty usually if I can fit it in, but there's a lot of them to make for. I'm the oldest of 5, and I have a stepdaughter and a daughter myself. I have a niece and a nephew. Both my 2 sisters have boyfriends. There's just so many. So I'm like, well, you'll maybe I'll just make everybody tiny, like crocheted Santas or something. Fit them all in. The stockings are super easy though, so I said I don't mind making them stockings. So we'll be doing that, which I'm looking forward to. And I think once I finish this row, that's the end. That, like, we're gonna start the pattern here, and that's actually where I'm gonna end the stream, because That's about the time I said. It's been about an hour and a half we've been live, so not very long at all, but I'm getting quite a bad headache, so I want to go and take something. So, that's where I'm going to finish it. I'm so sad that we had to start again. That's made me so mad. But it's fine, because it'll work out better in the long run. Apologies for the super short stream, but thank you for hanging out with me this morning. I'll be streaming again tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday, so I do the dual stream with the lovely Silent Lilac tomorrow. We're going to be playing a game together, I would assume. Possibly Minecraft. We'll have to see what happens. But yes, Fridays is when I dual stream with Lilac. So hopefully I will see you then. It'll be a bit earlier than today because I started a bit later today. Usually we start then about 9:30 British Standard Time. So you'll have to look into whatever time that is where you are, because I'm not very good with time zones. But thank you very much for coming and hanging out with me. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Apologies for a short stream and for having to restart this. This has annoyed me. But, oh, get in there, you. Yes, thank you very much for hanging out with me. Have a lovely day, and I will see you tomorrow. Where's my songs? There we go. There we go. Bye-bye!